Well, on a cold and windy day in New Hampshire, we get ready to get underway. Your Los Luchadores de Reading versus Gatos Feroces de New Hampshire, as both teams take on their Copa identities here at Delta Dental Stadium. Reading Fightin Phils versus the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Yesterday, the teams split a doubleheader. New Hampshire won the first game 10-2. Reading came back very powerful 5-2 win. So looking forward to today's essentially rubber match, although there are 4 more games of the series. Beginning in just a few moments as Paxton Schultz out on the mound throwing his warm-up pitches. As let's take a look in the field to see who will be backing him up. Espino in left, Cook in center, and Robertson over in right. Martinez and De Los Santos remain on the left side of the infield. And Lantigua, whose birthday it is today, so happy birthday, Horwitz at first, so that's the right side of the infield. Phil Clark, who we saw catch one of the games yesterday, will be the starting catcher back behind the plate. Vito Friscia, who led off game 2 of the doubleheader and had a very successful game, is going to lead us off here as the designated hitter for today's contest, followed by Aldrim Corridor, who is a newer player to the roster, so we'll go over him again. Josh Akami and Logan O'Hoppe in the number 5 spot. Wendell Rijo batting 6, Madison Stokes in the number 7 spot. Or 5th, Stokes in the 6th spot, Conley in number 7, and then Guzman and Hunter Marquardt in 8 and 9. Friscia marks in the dirt with his bat and steps into the righty batter's box as we get ready to get underway here at Delta Dental Stadium. It is 46 degrees, 20-mile-an-hour winds right now, which is insane. I don't know how they're playing in this, as Friscia takes a first pitch strike here from the righty Paxton Schultz. Now, the teams have kind of similar styles for their Copa uniforms, as Friscia takes strike 2. The home team, the Gatos Feroces, the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, which combines the Fisher Cats and their ferocious fun identity, as Friscia pops one foul, are in a dark charcoal black shirt that has prints on the front and yellow writing that says Gatos Feroces. Their ball cap is black with a yellow brim and the home white pants. We'll talk a little bit more about their identity later. As the pitch comes outside, Friscia takes 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reading in their Los Luchadores, which, if you have seen us before, a black jersey with the Luchadores mask in the front, as Friscia takes another ball in the dirt. Yellow cap sleeves and a black, white, and red cap with the mask, the Luchadores masks on the front. Here's the 2-2 swing and a miss, and Friscia goes down on strikes to start off this game. Schultz has pitched in 3 games so far, just 2 starts out of the 3. Did come out first out of the bullpen in his initial debut. 5.84 ERA with 12 1/3 innings under his belt. So kind of a lot of work here only in start number 4. 16 hits, 8 runs, but his biggest issue has been the long ball. Now, the wind is blowing in from center field, so hopefully that will not affect, well, it's certainly a better day for pitchers, should I say, than hitters here. Reading does have some power, as Aldrim Corridor takes back-to-back balls. From the left side, Corridor takes a strike on the outside corner. Half of the field is in the shade, half of it's in the sun right now. So everything in the outfield is in the sun. A couple of those outfielders holding their glove to block the sun, while the entire infield, including home plate, is in the shade right now. So we'll see how that impacts the game as the sun begins to set behind the stadium. And there's a called strike at the knees that evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here, top of the first. Reading really struggles in the first inning. both offensively and with their pitching. If we take a look at the runs that they've allowed throughout different contests, they've allowed 20 runs and only scored 3 in the first inning, which shows you the real run differential there. If they can get out of the first, they usually go on to a pretty successful game as Corridor strikes out swinging. So back-to-back Ks here for the righty Schultz. And here is Josh Akami with 2 away. Schultz drafted in the 14th round back in 2019 by the Milwaukee Brewers. Ended up being part of a trade as a player to be named later, going obviously from the Brewers to Toronto for Derek Fisher. Always an interesting one because that happens, well after the fact sometimes. If you remember, Victor Santos with Reading ended up being a player to be named later in the Red Sox organization, and that was almost 6 months. I think there's a 6-month time limit to after when he was named that player. So that can always be kind of off guard. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Josh Akami, riding a 12-game on base streak. Takes a ball inside. In that 12-game on base streak, Akami has had 9 hits and 14 walks. He walks more than he strikes out as he checks his swing. Taylor, with the home plate umpire, points down to the third base umpire, Tanner Moore. He does not go around. And Louis Krupa, the crew chief, manning the first base territory today. Akami connects, fouls it back, and there is a full count. With the lefty bat of Akami, the infield shifted just a little bit. De Los Santos at short, standing behind second base. Akami has had 11 hits this season, stole a base in this series, his first of the season. Here's the payoff pitch with 2 outs. He strikes out swaying, and Schultz, a very effective first inning, strikes out the side. So scoreless going into the bottom half. Noah Skiro on the mound for the Fightin' Phils. We'll take a little break, and he'll be right back in action after he warms up. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Noah Skiro out on the mound here, bottom of the first, scoreless at Delta Dental Stadium. The Fightin' Phils on the road versus the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Reading was sat down in order, all on strikeouts to start off this game. We'll see if Noah Skiro can be equally as successful, as he'll be throwing to Logan O'Hoppe this evening and gets a first pitch strike into Tanner Morris. It'll be Morris, Lantigua, and Orelvis Martinez. Spencer Horwitz in that cleanup spot. Skiro deals. The bat is split to the shortstop, Guzman. It pops over his glove. And safe on first is Morris, and that is going to be ruled a hit. It was a pretty slow roller and tough with the breaking of the bat. Splintering all throughout the field. The umpire out there picking it up. So Morris will start things off with a base knock. In the outfield, it's Jack Conley in left. We saw him yesterday in right, but he'll be in left today. Hunter Marquardt in center, and Aldrim Corridor out in right. Madison Stokes will be at third base, Guzman at short, Rijo over at second, and Josh Acme at first. A little change up in some defensive positions today for the Fightins, but there kind of has been all season. As Skiro will face Rafael Antigua. Runner on first, nobody out. Popped foul, and there is strike two. 1-2 the count here. Lantigua, we saw yesterday, just in game number 2 of the doubleheader, went 1 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. A wild pitch sends the runner to second. And that kind of erases the double play ball for the Fightins and puts someone in scoring position with no outs. Skiro, 8 2/3 innings of work this season, a 4.15 ERA. Giving up just 10 hits and 4 earned runs. 12 strikeouts to 1 walk under his belt. Not afraid to throw it in the strike zone, as Lantiguan fouls one back and keeps his 1-2 count. Ground ball left side right under the glove of Madison Stokes. That'll go in as an error. And there's runners on the corners here with nobody out. Hard to say if the sun played a factor there, as it's cutting right through at third. I think he might have lifted his glove up just a bit too soon, but no damage done as of yet. Runners on the corners with nobody out for Skiro, so he's going to have to pitch out of a jam to start things off. Comes home to the righty Martinez, who struggled in these past 2 games a little bit, and he takes a first pitch swinging strike. 93 out of Skiro as he leans over and gets the sign from Ohapi. Now he stands tall, comes a little inside, and the count moves to 1-1. Small crowd here at the ballpark. It is cold out, so you've got to really appreciate the heart of these fans out here in Manchester, New Hampshire. Cold in April still. I mean, it's really almost May, so it's getting a little bit ridiculous that it's this cold. I think everybody can agree with that, as Skiro whizzes 93 by Martinez, and there is strike 2. Swing and a miss, and there is a big strike 3 as Skiro goes high in the zone and gets Martinez to chase. Out number 1. Still 2 on, but an opportunity for a double play to get him out of this inning cleanly. Here's the cleanup hitter, Spencer Horwitz. Horwitz had 4 hits in the doubleheader yesterday, including a run-scoring triple. One ball, 1 strike. Comes into the game with a .293 average. Second best average in the starting 9. And there's a called strike 2 at the knees 1-2 the count. Morris on third, Lantigua on first. 1 out, ground ball left side. This could be 2. There's no one to toss it to. And Stokes is forced to go over to first. And they'll just get the out there as a run scores on the ground out by Horwitz. Tough play there for the Fightins. Rijo just shifted too far towards first to be able to get there in time. But 2 outs on the board now, runner on second. Just 1 run across here. It's Zach Cook. Up at the plate in the lefty batter's box, he takes the first pitch strike. There's a called strike at the knees. 93, very consistent velocity out of Skiro here. He keeps blowing on his right hand, trying to keep it warm and able to grip. Outside, good kick over by Ohapi. 1 ball, 2 strikes, just 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Skiro comes set at the waist. Now he comes home. This ball is ripped up the first base line. It's foul. Will go again. 21 pitches for Skiro here. Runner on second. There is 2 outs on the board. Down and away goes Skiro. Doesn't get Cook to chase. Good number of people at the brew house down in left field. That opens 2 hours before the game, and it does get crowded down there. Certainly a very cool spot in the ballpark as Skiro comes home and gets a big swing and a miss to end the inning. 1 run does score. And so the Fisher Cats are up by 1. It's Reading's turn to bat. We'll take a short break and head into the top of the second in just a moment.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in Baseball Town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Reading down by 1 run here to New Hampshire coming into the top of the second inning. They were struck out in order in the first. And so Paxton Schultz comes back with just 19 pitches under his belt. as Logan O'Hoppe steps about as close into the plate as he can get and drives one out deep to center field. Cook going back, and it bounces off the wall. O'Hoppe, a double to start off the inning, motioning to the dugout, and that is a big way to get things rolling here for the Phillies' number 5 prospect. Certainly without the wind pushing in, that might have carried another couple feet. And so Reading has that tying run in scoring position here for Wendell Rijo, who had a home run in yesterday's game, his 3rd of the season. Actually, the only RBIs in game number 1 and just 1 of 2 hits on the board. Shows signs of bunt. Reading had a game-high 4 bunt attempts yesterday. Well, 4 bunts in play, I would guess I would call it. As Wendell Rijo had a bunt single, because he's got pretty good speed on him, and he laid it down perfectly. Actually leads the team in stolen bases as well with 3. And then Jack Conley, Sal Gazzo, and Madison Stokes had sacrifice bunts. So very successful small ball day in game number 2, which worked out in favor of the Fightin Phils. They went on to win that game 5-2. Rijo has not showed another sign of bunt, as he takes a pitch outside. O'Hoppe out at second, does have 2 stolen bases on the season. Couple of steps off as Schultz comes home, and there's a strike to Wendell Rijo. The count 1-2. I don't know where all these birds are coming from, but there's a lot of birds that keep flying back and forth from left to right field. I mean, they're small little guys, but Rijo thought that was ball 4 instead it's a strike, and the count is now full. Maybe it's because there's lots of food. I mean, they don't look like seagulls. Very distracted by the birds. Anyways, 3 balls, 2 strikes. O'Hoppe on second. Rijo fouls this one back, and everything will stay put. Here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball left side this time. It's foul. A couple of people dive for it, but the tarp pushes it away from the stands, and someone in the bullpen for Reading tosses it up and over. Schultz gets the pitch from Phil Clark. Now he looks back at O'Hoppe. Once more, the payoff pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 4, and Reading will have 2 runners on and nobody out here for Madison Stokes. A long at-bat from Rijo, 8 pitches. That's how you dig into the starter for sure. Here's Stokes, who leads the team in doubles with 6. Takes a called strike on the outside. Connects, slow roller up the first base line. This will advance the runners as Horwitz steps on the bag. There's an out. But Reading now has 2 in scoring position with just 1 away here, down by 1. In the top of the second, here is Jack Conley. First pitch to Conley, up high. Looks like he's wearing a sweatshirt out there under his jersey. I mean, it is that cold. I don't know Some of the all the fielders have at least a long sleeve shirt, if not a sweatshirt underneath. Some of the pitchers come out in just short sleeves as Conley chases 92 miles an hour for strike one. Reading an opportunity to get on the board here. Ohapi on third. Riho on second. Conley gets this in the hole on the left side. A good piece of hitting. And he'll get an RBI to score Ohapi, and Reading ties it up at one here early on. Jack has found that holes a couple of times in the past few games. And now there's runners on the corners with just one out for Jonathan Guzman. Signs a bunt there out of Guzman. He doesn't connect and takes a strike. Corner infielders playing in, middle infielders playing back. Anything deep will surely send Riho home from third. And there's a ball outside. Conley going to first, but it's fouled back by Guzman. They tried to put the hit and run in action. Well, everyone's going to have to reset there with the foul ball. Conley thinks about it again, but another foul ball out of Guzman. 1-2 here. Another foul ball out of the shortstop, staying alive here. Gets the signs from his manager, Sean Williams, coaching third. Checking on Conley, he dives back in time. Runners still on the corners here, one out for Reading. This ball game is tied at 1 apiece. Reading will not give up these days as Guzman takes a ball in the dirt. Clark, a good stop. Just gets a piece of it with the end of his bat. A high fastball. 92, a good catch by a fan in the stands. And he gives it to a young kid. Guzman steps back into the batter's box. And he swings and misses at a high fastball, not able to get a piece of it this time, and there's out number 2. So here's Hunter Marquardt from the left side. Had his first multi-hit game yesterday. Fouls back the first pitch he sees. Reading has worked into the starter Schultz here. Started this inning with 19 pitches. Already up to 45 now. 4 strikeouts here for Schultz. He's got 2 outs, top second. Reading's got Riho on third and Conley on first. Another pickoff attempt for Jack as he dives back in safely. Schultz comes home to the lefty Marquardt in the corner for a called strike, and he's down 0-2 here. Lights have come on at Delta Dental Stadium. It's still pretty bright in the outfield, but shade starting to come through for the rest of the park as Marquardt stays alive, fouling this into the stands. If you can hear it drop. Empty row over there. Tied at 1 apiece here. Another throw to first. That's got to be 2 step-offs in this at-bat. And it is. You can see the umpire motion out there. So not able to go over to first anymore, which does give Conley an advantage. And now he's going to take it. He's going to go. Marquardt fouls it off his own back. Ow. And poor Jack has to go back. Shuffles off of first. I'm sure he'll try to go again here, and he does. Ball is high, and it's dropped by the catcher, so no throw down to second. Jack Conley should get a stolen base there, his first of the season. And man, I'm going to have to do a deep dive through the stats there to see how many he's had in his career. Marquardt still at the plate. 2-2 count. Off of his foot, a wild pitch. He's going to get to first safely. Riho is home, and Reading leads 2-1. Marquardt diving for second. The tag is not in time. Conley comes home. It's 3-1 Reading. That's on the veteran Connolly and paying attention here. And now all the umpires are going to converge. I'm not exactly sure what they're discussing. And the manager's out here as well. It looked like it bounced off his cleat from my view up here. And Vito Freesia is anxiously waiting on deck. So to recap what happened there, on a swinging strike 3, a wild pitch got past the catcher, and Hunter Marquardt was able to get down to first. Riho scored, and then Marquardt took second, and on the throw down to second, Conley came home that time. So Riho scored first, and then Conley. I think they're saying the ball went out of the field of play, and everyone shouldn't have been able to advance that much, but it looks like it's going to stay as planned, although the manager, Cesar Martin, really arguing with the first base umpire and the crew chief, Louis Krupa. And everybody's going to go back to their spot. So one more time. On a swinging strike 3 wild pitch, Marquardt reached first. Riho came home. Then they threw down to second as Marquardt tried to make it to second. He was safe, and Conley had time to come home. Reading leads a big 3-1 here. With 2 outs on the board, here's Vito Freesia with Marquardt on second. Jack Conley has had 1 stolen base so far every season. Well, early on here, he's already notched his for 2022 as Freesia takes the ball in the dirt. Kind of a fun way to start off the game for Reading. Freesia struck out in his first at-bat. Somebody's going down to the bullpen now for the Fisher Cats as Freesia takes strike 2. Freesia in the righty batter's box. Pops one foul. Keeps his 1-2 count. Another interesting tidbit, Jack Conley has never been caught stealing, which is quite impressive. And there's a swinging strike 3 for Freesia as Clark puts the tag on him. 5 strikeouts for Schultz, but Reading able to score 3 and get on top 3-1 here. An interesting inning, but the Fightins take advantage of it, and they're on top as we go into the bottom of the second.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
The Fisher Cats scored 1 in the first. A ground ball by Horwitz brought home Tanner Morris. Then in the second, Reading tied it up and then some, as a wild pitch sent home both Riho and Conley, who had an RBI single as well. So the Fightin' Phils lead the Fisher Cats 3-1 here. And Skiro will come back out with some run support to start off the bottom of the second. Luis De Los Santos getting his first at-bat of the frame. Steps up and takes a ball and a strike here from Skiro. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. Out in center field, straight dead to center, they have the batter's eye. As a ground ball is hit to Jonathan Guzman. Backhands it over to first, and there's an easy ground ball for an out. So they've got the batter's eye, which is that black mesh that you see kind of everywhere. Then just to the right of that is the pitch clock, which is maybe, I don't know, 4 feet by 2 feet. Let's go with that. And right in the parking lot behind it is one of those inflatable dancing men. As the first pitch, Clark swings on, heads right back to Skiro. An underhanded toss to Akami. And there's 2, so back-to-back ground balls for 2 outs. It's bright red, and it says the words open on it. It's a parking lot. and it's hanging out a couple feet to the batter's eye and right at the pitch clock. And I don't know how nobody is distracted by that. First of all, those guys are so fun to watch when they're blown up and they're dancing, if you know what I'm talking about. Also, it's like dead at the spot that's supposed to be the most mundane point in the park so that batters can see the pitch coming in. But I guess it works since you have the giant video board to the right of it anyways. As Sebastian Espino takes a ball and a strike. Skiro working quickly, trying to get his team right back up to bat. It's nice to be in the lead here early on as he gets a quick strikeout to Espino and sits down the Fisher Cats. 1-2-3, top of the third coming up. Your Fightin's lead 3-1. And I'll have some more time to add on some insurance runs as they head back to the top of the order in the next frame.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Aldrum Corridor up in the top of the third, sends a fastball back into the net behind home plate. Noah Skiro sat down the Fisher Cats in order very quickly, and the team now is right back up to bat, Reading leading 3-1. As Corridor takes strike two. Joining us from the Nationals organization after getting signed as a free agent in the offseason with the Harrisburg Senators as he pokes one down the left field line and gets his first base hit of his Fightin' Phils career. Didn't even let me list his stats about the Senators, so we'll wait till he comes back up again for those. As Josh Akami steps into the lefty batter's box, a runner on and nobody out here, an opportunity to put some insurance runs on the board, but really gain some confidence as the Fightin' Phils start off the season 5-12, but coming off a big win here in Manchester. And hopefully able to take some momentum and take some confidence into these next few games here before we take off to Portland and then return home to First Energy Stadium. Lots of talent on this team, lots of hardworking players, and hopefully they can put it together. I believe that they can. So hoping you will stick with us here through thick and thin. Love having a supportive crowd. Corridor shuffles off of first. The pitch to Akami is inside. It gets away from Clark, but not enough for Corridor to take off, and so he stays put on first. Glove at the chest here for Schultz. The righty kicks and fires home. And Akami takes a strike. 2-2 the count here, looking to get on base after striking out his first time up. Shoots this out to left field. Espino has to chase it with the wind, is able to make the catch. And there's out number 1. Corridor sticks it on first. And here is Logan Ohapi, the man who started it all with a double back in the second. First pitch strike to Ohapi. He's added kind of a ski mask under his helmet, which is how biting cold it is. As he lines one just to the left of third base, it's foul. Reading leading 3-1 on 3 hits. They've made an error in the field. New Hampshire just 1 run on 1 hit. The Fightin Phil's looking to add some more potentially here in the top of the third. Ohapi takes a ball high and outside. There's a pitch in the dirt he holds off from. Wind still pushing left to right. Those flags out in left field are pretty much stiff in the wind. As the sun begins to set here behind the ballpark, Ohapi stays alive with another foul ball back. Pretty much just center field is in the sun right now. Everywhere else is shaded. Couple clouds in the sky today. Time is called by Ohapi as he steps out. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Paxton Schultz working up to 67 pitches right now here in the top of the third. We did see the starter go 91 yesterday, so they might give him some leeway. As he comes home outside, the count is full. Corridor still out on first. He did have 1 stolen base last season. Ground ball to third. 5-4. And that's it as Logan Ohapi runs it out. Turns a double play into just a fielder's choice with some hustle on the base pass, and Reading stays alive here. So with a runner on first and 2 outs, here's Wendell Rijo, who walked and scored a run on a wild pitch. Do have a section in my game notes actually about scoring a run without an RBI, which that would fall into. And if I go back as Rijo takes a first pitch strike, let me see when the last time that happened was. Schultz looking into the outfield. Now he comes home. Rijo sends this one into the stands for a strike. Scored a run without an RBI. Vito Freesia on a wild pitch back on April 20th, 2021. So over a year ago was the last time we scored without an RBI as Rijo takes the ball outside. 1-2 the count. Ohapi out on first, reaching on a fielder's choice. Reading leads this ball game 3-1. Ohapi goes. Line drive out to left by Rijo. It's tracking in and over. A ground rule double as it bounced off the top and over the fence. And that'll score Ohapi. Reading leads 4-1. Man, that was shot by Rijo. And just a couple of feet up and it would have gone over. Just wasn't high enough off the ground. Very sharp piece of hitting. Reading crushing it with runners in scoring position so far, as they lead 4-1 here with 2 outs on the board and a runner on second. And since O'Hoppe was going, he was really... Oh, and he's going to have to come back. That makes more sense to me. I thought because he was already almost at second, but he'll have to come back to third because of the ground rule double. Can only take 2 bases. And so he'll be stuck on third. As a meeting at the mound happening here, Madison Stokes awaits, coming on with 2 on and 2 out. They lead 3-0. So Stokes steps in, O'Hoppe forced to stay at third, and Rijo at second after the ground rule double. First pitch down and away in the dirt to Stokes. Stokes grounded out to first. Come up for the second time today in a big situation, looking to put some space between Reading and the Fisher Cats. Down and away again. Doesn't get Stokes to chase. 2-0. Now somebody starting to warm up in the bullpen for the Senators here, as Paxton Schultz gets to 74 pitches. Down and away. Stokes holds off, and there is ball 4. And Reading will load the bases here with 2 outs in the third for Jack Conley. Whoever's warming up will certainly not be ready for this at-bat. And depending on how quick it goes, potentially the next, as Conley comes up in a big moment here. Had an RBI single in the second. 2 outs on the board here, looking to just continue the line. He takes a pitch down and away for ball 1. Conley, a very experienced player, does wait patiently for a pitch he can do damage on. And he chases that one to his knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. O'Hoppe on third, Rijo on second, Stokes on first here. Jack Conley lines this into left, and it is just foul. So now he'll have a ball and 2 strikes to his count. Very big position here for the Fightins. Schultz at the chest, down and away. Good block by Clark not to let it get past him. O'Hoppe, very good runner. Actually, everybody on the base pass right now certainly has the speed tool under their belt. And Conley steps back in with the 2-2 count. Pops it foul, will go again. Two outs on the board. Reading already leads by 2, looking to put some space between them and the Fisher Cats. With the bases loaded, Conley holds off on ball 3. A full count here. O'Hoppe on third, Rijo on second, and Stokes on first, looking to keep the line moving here in a big spot for the Fightin' Phils. Here's the payoff pitch. Out to right center field, coming over Robertson. And he makes the catch to end the inning. A good play by the right fielder, and that'll do it. Reading leaves the bases loaded here and doesn't score a run in the third, but they still lead 3-1. And going into the bottom half, we'll be right back for Noah Skiro in just a moment.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Clingers on Crosonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phil's front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Bottom of the third, much action here at Delta Dental Stadium as your Fightin' Phils lead New Hampshire 3-1 here. Bottom of the third, Noah Skiro comes out for another inning of work with some run support. And he shut down the Fisher Cats 1-2-3 in the last inning. We'll see if he can do so again. A high pop-up to the second baseman, Rijo, takes a couple steps back and makes the catch. One pitch, one out. Reading had an opportunity to put some more runs on the board with the bases loaded in the top of the third, but they weren't able to get any across. Though just getting runners on the base pass is a really good step in the right direction for the Fightin' Phils. And it seems like good spirits down in the dugout as the Fisher Cats go back to the top of the order. Tanner Morris had a base hit and scored the only run so far for New Hampshire. He takes the ball and a strike. Skiro just 36 pitches now. Line drive out to left. Speeding over is Conley. It's going to drop in front of him. And there's another hit for Tanner Morris. A runner on and one out now for the birthday boy, Rafael Lantigua, who is turning 24 today. Born and raised in the Dominican Republic. Been with the Blue Jays system since 2016. Foul ball off the bat of Lantigua, and he'll take strike one. He reached on an error back in the first. Lots of May birthdays coming up for the Fightin' Phils next month, so we'll keep you updated with those. The first is Tyler Carr on May 1st. Another ground ball foul, and he's down 0-2. Ground ball left side. This could be two. 6, 4, 3. And Skiro will face the minimum for back-to-back innings as Reading is already ready to hit. Coming up in the fourth in just a moment, the Fightins lead 3-1.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Clingers on Crosonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phil's front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
All right, well, Reading having a very solid start to this game, up 3 runs on 4 hits to New Hampshire's 1 run on 2 hits. They had the bases loaded in the third, but couldn't get any more runs on the board. Skiro sent down the Fisher Cats in order, so the Fightin's another opportunity to put some more distance on the scoreboard here as Jonathan Guzman takes the ball inside. A call to the bullpen as Reading has already knocked out the starter Paxton Schultz in favor of the reliever Marcus Race. Race, a lefty from Denville, New Jersey, probably the closest born player to our city, as Guzman takes a swing, strike 2. Product of San Diego State, drafted in the 38th round in 2017. The lefty kicks and fires just a little bit low. He kind of faces towards right field as he gets a foul ball back to Guzman. He stays alive. The way that I've been talking about Bubby Rossman facing left, well, he pretty much faces right. And then when he takes his right foot, kicks it back, that's when he comes aligned and he sends ball 4 to Guzman. So he'll throw his bat back and he'll take first on a free pass, and Reading will start off the inning for the 3rd straight time with a runner on and nobody out. The final line on Schultz coming in, a big day for Reading to kick out the starter after just 3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts on 83 pitches. And here is Hunter Marquardt from the left side. Lays down a bunt. It's foul, and he'll have to come back. Phillies played a day game today because the Sixers play right now. Actually, a big win for Philadelphia as they ended up sweeping the series against the Colorado Rockies at home 7-1. Zach Wheeler got the win. Alec Boehm, another great day at the plate. Roman Quinn as well walked, stole 2 bases, and ended up scoring. Another foul ball back by Hunter Marquardt. He's down 0-2. Check in on the rest of our affiliates in just a moment. As Reyes comes home, Marquardt shows signs of bunt again, but takes a ball. The Sixers lead the Raptors 34-29 after the first quarter. Now, Philadelphia is up 3-2 on the series. They were up 3-0, so we'll see how that plays out. As Marquardt lays down the bunt perfectly this time, and he tries to get on the base first, and it looks like he is just a step behind. Lantigua covering at second. A really good effort there. Marquardt has run that out a couple of times, but sacrificed himself to move the runner in scoring position, and so that'll work. As we go back to the top of the order with Vito Freesia. Here's Guzman out on second with just 1 out. Freesia struck out twice today as he takes a first pitch ball. Holds off on 1 in the dirt, 2-0. Lehigh Valley playing the Yankees AAA affiliate. They are up 3-0 over Scranton, with the bases loaded in the top of the 4th. Derek Hall, his 6th home run of the season. Bryson Stott already has a hit in that game. 3-0 count here to Vito Fresia. He'll take a strike inside. Got a take there on the 3-0. Not really too much of a choice. Jersey Shore tied against Aberdeen 0-all in the top of the 4th. And there is ball 4 to Fresia, so that will send a runner down to first. 2 free passes issued to Reading, so they've got 2 on base with 1 out. A visit from the catcher, Phil Clark, now to talk to his reliever on the mound. Reading leads 3-1 here. In Game 2 of the doubleheader, they were able to put a run on in 6 out of the 7 innings. And just don't have to play the long game every time. A little small ball runs every so often instead of all at once work just as well, as the lefty Aldrim Corridor steps in. Corridor played for Harrisburg last season, so he's seen some Double-A action. He's seen some time in these Eastern League parks with a .251 average and 52 RBIs. Did have a hit already as he takes the ball below the knees. Guzman on second. Fresia on first. 1 out on the board here. Lefty as Corridor holds off on one that crosses pretty much in the dirt. And 3-0 the count here. Both batters reached on walks. Certainly not what you're looking for when you send the reliever out, as there is ball 4, and Corridor is going to walk to load the bases. Back-to-back innings where the Fightins have the bases loaded. We'll see if they can capitalize this time, as this is a big moment here. Great part of their order as Josh Akami comes up. Still only 1 out. Even something deep to the outfield can score a run here. I know Josh has it in him to deliver. He takes ball 1 outside. After Akami, it'll be Ohapi and Rijo. So right in the heart of Reading's order here with the bases loaded and 1 out. And now we will see a visit from the pitching coach, Jim Sykowski. And the entire infield except for the, and now he will, Martinez comes in as well. Reading already up 3-1 here in the top of the 4th. Would love to dominate if they could and have a really clean, satisfying win. So we'll see if they can add some insurance runs here and now. The home plate umpire, Taylor Witt, will come break off the meeting at the mound. Josh Akami awaits his turn in the lefty batter's box. He's already taken ball 1. Infielders go back to their spots with the lefty bat. They'll shift De Los Santos to behind second. Bases juiced for the Fightins. 1 out here, top 4. Akami takes ball number 2. It's Guzman, Fresia, and Corridor left to right across the bases. And there is ball 3 to Akami. There is no place to put him. Plants his left foot in the batter's box. Most likely won't swing on a 3-0 here, but we'll see the pitch. There's a called strike at the knees. Here's the 3-1 line drive right into the glove of Lantigua, and they double up Freesia at second. And Reading is not able to score with the bases loaded here. An unfortunate twist of event, but they lead 3-1 into the bottom of the fourth. Should see Noah Skiro out for another inning of work in just a moment.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bottom of the fourth inning, your Reading Fightin' Phils lead 3-1 over the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. They have had the bases loaded twice in the past two frames, but haven't been able to score. But Noah Skiro has been putting up donuts since the first 3 up, 3 down innings, the past two. And he'll come in to face Orelvis Martinez and give him back-to-back strikes to start things off. Got a big double play ball to end the third. See how he fares here in the fourth with some run support as Martinez stays alive with a foul ball back. This day in baseball town history, in April 28, 2013, Reading actually faced New Hampshire, so I thought that one was very fun as Martinez strikes out to start off the inning. Skiro's third strikeout as Spencer Horwitz steps up. The Fightin' Phils and New Hampshire battle for 11 scoreless innings before the Fisher Cats break the tie in the top of the 12th. This was back when you didn't get that inherited runner on. Swing and a miss from Horwitz. Reading rallied in the bottom half to win the game 2-1 thanks to a single, 3 walks, and a hit batter. It was Miguel Abreu who brought in the winning run. Very impressive feat by the Fightin' Phils to beat the Fisher Cats back in 2013 on this day in history, hoping they can do it again as Horwitz fouls one back for strike number 2. Ground ball, Akami backhands it. He'll do the underhand toss to a covering Skiro. And there is out number 2. From the left side is Zach Cook. He takes a first pitch strike with 2 outs on the board. Skiro at just 48 pitches here. His season high so far has been 82, so perhaps he can take us through this game. Have not seen a Fightin Phil's pitchers throw more than, I believe it's 5, but let me just double check. Yes, 5, since Jack Perkins did it on the 24th versus Harrisburg. A couple of players have done it this year, so 5 is the longest for a Fightin Phil's starter. Ball and 2 strikes here to Zach Cook. Glove at the waist, facing towards the dugout, which is down the third base line. Then he turns his body and comes home, checks his swing, and that is a called strike 3 and another quick 3 up, 3 down for Ski Row. Strikeout number 4 as the Fightin Phils head back into the dugout. Top of the 5th we go. Time to bat once more.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
Another call to the bullpen here for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats as they send into the game Gabriel Ponce. They'll go with the righty after the lefty Reyes. Reading leads 3-1 over New Hampshire here, top of the 5th. It is Logan O'Hoppe who will start things off. He's been on base and scored twice so far today. Reyes' final line, 1 inning of work, walked 3, didn't allow a run though on 24 pitches, so they'll turn it over to Ponce. Arizona native, drafted in the 28th round in 2019, so fairly new to professional baseball. O'Hoppe connects, ground ball left side. It rolls over the glove of the third baseman and the shortstop and into the outfield. As O'Hoppe is safe on first, that's an error, I think, by the shortstop. Both teams having an error in this game. Either way, Reading gets a runner on here to start off this inning. With nobody out, here's Wendell Riho. The Fightins, 3 runs on 4 hits. New Hampshire, 1 run on 2 hits. Obviously would love to put some more space between them and the Fisher Cats. Time is called by Riho as he takes a step out. Wind is still blowing stiffly at the ballpark. Riho, a wild sort of swing. Here's the 1-1. There's a strike at the knees. 1-2. 92. The fastball velocity here out of Ponce. Can't imagine how tough it is to grip the baseball out there. Rijo staying alive with the foul ball back. Ponce is 6.75 ERA and 2 2/3 innings of work. Started off the season in high A, then transitioned to the Fisher Cats in the last series as Rijo strikes out swinging. There's one out on the board. Ohapi still at first. Here is Madison Stokes with an out on the board. Runner going on the wild pitch. Ohapi heading to third. He dives in safely. And he gets two on the wild pitch. And Redding gets another runner 90 feet from home plate here. Good day on the base pass for the Fightin' Phils. I think they're doing a really good job of taking advantage of the little things when they can. Talk about this episode of the wild pitches. Talk about Hunter Marquardt doing the same. It's nice to see the little things come together. Even Jack Conley had a stolen base in today's game. The infield will play in with a runner on third and one out. Stokes fouls one back. 2-1 the count. Here's the piss. Swing and a miss for strike two. Ponce, usually a late inning reliever, has been in past years. He'll come out mid-game for the Fisher Cats in today's contest as he sends ball 3 to Stokes. The count now full here with a runner on third and one out. Redding leads 3-1, looking to increase that just a little bit as Stokes takes ball 4. The Fightins will have runners on the corners. He's walked in 2 games today, extending his on-base streak. Very impressive for Madison Stokes, one of 3 players with a solid on-base streak, 7 games. And here is Jack Conley. 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Ground ball left side, deep in the hole. They'll try to turn 2, and they do. Tough ground ball for Conley to end the inning, and the Fisher Cats get out of that without allowing a run across the board. So it'll stay 3-1 going into the bottom of the 5th. We'll see if Noah Skiro can come out and get the job done once more.
Nursing home neglect.
Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. See the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Ink-Line, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper Riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home,
this is the Crazy Hot Dog Bender coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need: boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
To the bottom of the 5th we go. Reading 3, New Hampshire 1. Noah Skiro has been dominant since letting up 1 run in the first inning. And we'll see if he can continue this shutdown here as Luis De Los Santos steps into the righty batter's box. First pitch ball inside. Checking in on the Sixers score, the Raptors lead 56-54 with 3 to go left before halftime as De Los Santos takes a swinging strike. Already talked about the big Phillies sweep over the Rockies 7-1 today. There's strike 2 out of Skiro as he changes it up down to 86 miles an hour. The starter for the Fightins at just 54 pitches here. Takes a deep breath, sends the 1-2 inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High pop-up down the right field line. Corridor ranging over. He's going to run out of room as it lands in the seats. Nothing he could do about it there. And we'll go again. Long walk back to first base from De Los Santos, who grounded out his first time up. There's another fly ball out to right. This might be over the fence as it bangs off. Coming to field it is Mark Wharton. He throws back in quickly. It was under the yellow line and off the brick wall, so it's still in play. Got to get it over that yellow home run line, so it ends up just being a double for De Los Santos. And the Fisher Cats will have a runner on with nobody out as Phil Clark steps up, representing the tying run here at the plate. Clark, a lefty batter, steps up against the righty. Skiro takes the ball up high. Won a national championship with Vanderbilt back in 2019. Then was drafted out of the 9th round that year. Spent a couple seasons low A, high A, and now here in double A. So pretty much a year in each spot as he takes a pitch down and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Last summer batted .248 in 87 games. Three and one here off of Skiro, working out of the stretch with a runner on second and nobody out. Leans over, gets the sign from Ohapi. Now he stands tall. Does look back at second before coming home. Upstairs, ball 4. And that'll put 2 on and nobody out here. Skiro has gotten 6 ground ball outs so far. Obviously, now would be a great time for one. He has gotten 1 double play today. As Ohapi gives the sign to his team, he'll step back behind the plate with Sebastian Espino. Espino originally signed with the Mets system in 2016, but then was picked up in the Rule 5 draft by the Blue Jays in 2020, so did spend last year in the system and was invited to Major League Spring Training Camp this spring as he fouls the first pitch back he sees. There's another foul over the roof Espino just under the Mendoza line, 196 average. Does have 12 RBIs under his belt with De Los Santos on second and Clark on first. Nobody out here, bottom 5. Swing and a miss. And a big strikeout for out number 1 for Skiro. Number 5 the count for the righty. 6 a season and career high. Working through a small jam here. With 2 on, 1 out now for the lefty Will Robertson. And now we will see someone start to stretch in the bullpen. There's a perfect strike on the outside corner. The 0-1 just a little bit low, down and away. Reading 3 runs on 4 hits. New Hampshire 1 run on 3 hits. They do have the tying run on first base now. Here's the 1-1 from Skiro. In for a strike, 1-2. The sun officially set here at Delta Dental Stadium. Dark skies, bright light shine into the ballpark here. Ground ball, right side, this could be 2. Safe at first, what a throw by Rijo at second from the glove. Make that play backhanded, try to turn 2, they can't get it. Good throw though. And the Fisher Cats will have first and third with 2 outs here. Quick visit from the pitching coach Matt Hockenberry. As the entire infield comes up, they're going to come up with a game plan. Up by 2, don't want to make this any closer than it is already. Skiro has been doing such great work, looking to keep it up here. Get through 5. And back to the top of the order, they go with Tanner Morris, who has already had a multi-hit game and scored the only run for the Fisher Cats so far today. New Hampshire made a roster move before this game as Hagen Danner, a relief pitcher, hit the injured list, and so they brought in a lefty reliever, Sean Mellon. From the High A affiliate, so perhaps we'll see Mellon sometime this series. Danner, some kind of shoulder injury. Nothing specific. Runners on the corners, 2 outs here as Morris fouls back the first pitch he sees. Looks to me like McKinley Moore warming up in the bullpen for Reading. A ball and a strike here to Tanner Morris. Batting .286 here. The 1-1 just a little bit low. It's De Los Santos on third, Robertson on first. 2 outs on the board. Here's the 2-1 pitch, just at the knees. Rogue Baseball gets away from the bullpen guys. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board, 2 runners on. Reading up by 2. Wow. Here's the pitch. Fouled off the sweets and into the stands. And he'll keep his 2-2 count. In the dirt, making it interesting. Ball 3. 2 strikes. An important pitch for Skiro. Trying to keep Reading in the lead here. 2 outs on the board. The payoff pitch, a called strike 3 to Morris. He was halfway down to first when Witt rung him up, and that will do it. Skiro gets a career-high 6 strikeouts, and Reading will have another opportunity to bat in the bottom of the 6th coming up in just a moment.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Top 6 at Delta Dental Stadium. Reading 3, New Hampshire 4. It'll be Jonathan Guzman, Hunter Marquardt, and then back to the top of the order with Vito Freesia. First pitch. Fouled, and Guzman holding his right upper elbow. Just trying to shake it off. Taking a moment to get back. They're going to bring the umpire out some more balls, just a courtesy. Let him kind of shake that off. Still Gabriel Ponce on the mound after coming in relief in the last half inning. Guzman takes a big strike 290 out of Ponce there. Did give up a walk and a couple of wild pitches in the 5th, but was able to get out of it with a big double play. The 1-2 sent very far down into right field. The wind pushes it very foul, though, and he'll keep this 1-2 count now. Guzman walked earlier, still looking for his first hit of the day as he gets it with the end of his bat. Another foul ball back. Ponce steps back with his left leg, kicks and fires. Guzman up the middle, coming over is the shortstop, and Guzman outruns it down to first. The youngster has quite a bit of speed on him. And he picks up a hit to start off the top of the 6th. Here's Marquardt now with one on and nobody out. Foul ball back. There's a strike. Another sharp foul ball out of Hunter Marquardt. Saw him try to bunt in his last at-bat, taking full swings here in the top of the 6th. Looks like McKinley Moore still warming up down there for Reading. Does have a 2-run lead. Would like a little bit more run support, just kind of some insurance here. But we'll take what we can get as Marquardt takes a ball upstairs. 1-2. And a swinging strike with a foul tip that's caught by the catcher. And there's out number 1. Back to the top of the order we go with Vito Freesia. Freesia has a walk, but was doubled up on back in the 4th as he fouls a ball off his shin. Don't realize how much that hurts. You don't realize the exit velo coming off. Especially for someone who's a power hitter. And he steps back in the box and drives this one. And that is going to be a tough play for the Fightin Phils as it goes right to the second baseman. Able to take it on a bounce, and they'll get Guzman out at second before throwing it over to first and getting Freesia. Fightins take back-to-back double plays to end the 5th and the 6th. So we should see a reliever in for the bottom half. Reading up by 2. We'll be back for the bottom of the 6th in just a moment.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Call to the bullpen here for the bottom of the 6th inning as Noah Skiro hands the ball over to reliever McKinley Moore. Reading leads 2 runs. A little bit of wiggle room for Moore as we get the final line here for Noah Skiro. A very nice 5 innings of work, giving up just 3 hits and 1 run, although not earned, 1 walk and 7 strikeouts, so a career high for Skiro as McKinley Moore gets a swinging strike, 95 out of the righty to start things off against Antigua. Lantigua fouls it back for strike 2. Moore came over to us from the White Sox system right before spring training ended for Adam Hazley. I got the chance to talk to him about how abrupt that change in his life was as he sends another 95-mile-an-hour fastball to Lantigua and strikes him out swinging for out number 1. First of all, it happened with a couple days to go left of spring training, kind of out of the blue. I don't think anybody in the Philly system thought that they would get rid of Hazley, and Moore didn't think that he was going anywhere from Chicago, but he said to me, that's all part of the game. One of those things maybe you don't think will happen to you, but of course, it can happen to most people, especially for top prospects in the minor league system. The 1-0 was popped foul for a strike to Orelvis Martinez. Has played in the Northeast before in the Cape Cod League for one summer. But other than that, hasn't spent much time upwards in the Northeast. Did play in North Carolina for a little bit. Martinez fouls this one back into the parking lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Moore has fallen into the number 30 prospect for the Fightin' Phils. 6'6", 225 out there. Certainly can generate quite a bit of velocity as his fastball inches up to 96 there. Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss, back-to-back Ks for Moore here to start things off in the 6th. And here is Spencer Horwitz now. Moore was able to have his girlfriend and his family come visit him, which I'm sure was nice to help adjust. Can't imagine how difficult that is. He's actually up to number 29 on the prospect list. Somebody else graduated, and Dominic Pipkin came into the number 30 spot. First pitch ball to Horwitz, the first lefty Moore is seeing. Comes set at the waist, kicks and fires up 2-0. Couple of new guys in the organization, especially here in AA Reading this season, so I know they've all kind of had to adjust to an organization. And I was talking to him, he said that the White Sox system is set up pretty similarly to Philadelphia, so it wasn't as bad for him adjustment period-wise, but a couple of friends who went to different organizations said it's been really tough when the system is set up so differently. And I know even I have experienced that in talking to people who work for other organizations. Some of them run the same, and some have very different philosophies. 3-1 here to Horwitz, and he takes ball 4. So after back-to-back strikeouts, Moore walks the batter down to first, and there's 1 on, with 2 outs here for Zach Cook. Cook represents the tying run at the plate as Reading leads 3-2 here. Wind has died down a little bit. Certainly not gone, but not as stiff as it once was here as the sun is completely set at the ballpark. The first pitch to Cook outside. Moore against these lefties is not getting them to chase outside the way the righties were. Logan O'Hoppe gives the sign back behind the plate. And there is ball 3 outside. O'Hoppe's going to take this time to come out. Moore blowing on his right hand, trying to keep it warm here. His last outing, 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 1 run, a walk, and a strikeout. And now Ohapi will head back behind the plate with 2 outs and a runner on. Cook has struck out twice today. A wide stance in the lefty batter's box. There's a ball up and away, 3-0 here. Just walked. Horowitz doesn't want to do it again. De Los Santos waiting on deck. He is a righty batter. So Moore will get to transition if he is not able to get out Cook, and he walks him with a pitch way upstairs. Good pop by Ohapi. And now there'll be 2 on and 2 out here for De Los Santos. Nobody warming for the Fisher Cats, so still should see Gabriel Ponce in the top of the 7th. Reading up 3-1 here. Moore working with 2 runners on and 2 out, trying to get us through the 6th. The only run of the game for the Fisher Cats coming in the 1st. Reading scoring 3 in the 2nd. They've had a couple chances, but haven't been able to capitalize on those, so a little bit quieter in these past few frames. Moore looks back at second. Now he comes home inside. Still reaching 96 on the radar gun. Two walks have put Horowitz on second and Cook on first. The righty, glove at the waist out of the stretch here, will get a big swinging strike out of De Los Santos. It popped out of Ohapi's hand for a second, but he was able to pick it up and right the ship. With a 1-2 count here, Moore looking to end this inning now. Hands together in his glove. He comes home just below the knees. The count moves to 2-2. Got 2 quick outs to start off this inning. Back-to-back strikeouts. Fisher Cats down by 2 here. Moore gets a swinging strike 3 and ends up striking out the side. Stranding 2 runners on base. He'll keep Reading up by 2. It's their turn to bat. Top 7 coming at you in just a minute.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Reading leads 3-1 here as we merge into the back half of this ball game. McKinley Moore came in and pitched a clean frame in the bottom of the sixth, so the Fightins are up to bat. Aldrin Corridor leading them off here. As Gabriel Ponce in for another inning of work. Corridor fouls one back for a strike. Back-to-back double plays have caught up with the Fightins at the end of the fifth and the end of the sixth, as you can hear that foul ball bang off the roof for Corridor. 1-2 the count here. Foul back again. We'll go one more time. Reading in the lead. They've went 1 for 8, though, with runners in scoring position today. Another foul ball back. Corridor stays alive. The Fisher Cats have went 0 for 8, so that one really making a difference for Reading today. They're up by 2. In the seventh, they've been up 3-1 since the second inning. Corridor checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. Fouled back 4 pitches. And a called strike. Now the count moves to 1-2 on pitch number 6. Chopper to third. Slow roller. Not able to run it out. And there is one away. Did not get down the line very quickly. As he jogs back into the dugout, here's Josh Akami. Akami sends this one on the roof. Not many fans in the crowd, but the ones that are here are very energetic today. Foul ball back on the roof again. Eric, the Fightin' Phil's bus driver in the stands, rooting on the Fightin' Phil's here today. Appreciate his support. Couple of Phillies fans in the park. As Akami takes a low and inside strike 3. And he'll walk gingerly back into the dugout without number 2. And here is Logan O'Hoppe. This is Ponce's third inning of work, up to 37 pitches as somebody begins to throw in the New Hampshire bullpen. As O'Hoppe takes a called strike. He's been on base 3 times, all different ways. A double, a fielder's choice, and an error. Shoots this out to left center. Cook tracking back at the wall. He can't make the grab. It bounces off O'Hoppe. Coming for 3. Here's the throw. It's not in time. A triple for Logan O'Hoppe. And man, is he doing it all today as he gets himself 90 feet from home with 2 outs. His first triple of the season. And here is Wendell Rijo, an opportunity to drive in a run. Team leading 10 RBIs on the season. Rijo takes the first pitch ball. Out to center. Cook coming in. And this time he's able to make the catch, and that will do it here. They strand O'Hoppe on third. Into the bottom half we go. First stretch time at Delta Dental Stadium. We'll take a minute and be back for the bottom half, Reading up by 2.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
In the last third of the game here, your Fightin' Phil's up 3-1. McKinley Moore comes back out for another inning of work. In the bottom of the 7th, allowed 2 walks, but ended up striking out the side to get out of the 6th. So we'll see what he can do with the 7, 8, and 9 hitters as Phil Clark takes a swinging strike. The Sixers up 82-67 on the Raptors. I feel like every time I check that score, it's in a wildly different place. Moore sets up, glove at the waist. Here's the 0-1. And there's a called strike 2. Lehigh Valley trails 9-5 after back-to-back big innings by Scranton. A couple of long balls in this game. They're only in the top of the 6th, so lots more can happen. As a swinging strike out of Phil Clark sends him back to the dugout. 4 Ks so far for McKinley Moore. And you can see why he's a top prospect in the system as Sebastian Espino comes up. Jersey Shore trails by 2. They are in Aberdeen at the end of the 6th. Looking to get a run on the board. They are up to bat. So we'll keep you updated there. Phillies had an earlier game. They won 7-1 to sweep the Rockies at home. Now they'll travel to face the Mets. Reading 3 runs on 6 hits. New Hampshire 1 run on 3 hits. Both teams have made an error as Espino fouls this one back. He strikes out quite a bit. Already 2 strikeouts in this game, 24 on the season compared to just 3 walks. Here's the 1-1. Huge swing and a miss out of the righty Espino. Moore has been solidly hitting 95, 96 for this fastball here. The righty leans over, right arm hanging down. He grips the baseball inside his glove. And there's a called strike 3 as Espino is caught looking back-to-back Ks. Will sit down 2, and here's the number 9 hitter, Will Robertson. I find it interesting how some pitchers set up their grip in the glove, and some of them hold the baseball with their hand, and some of them hold the baseball in their glove, which is interesting. I guess it depends, too, if there's a runner on, as Robertson fouls this off his foot for strike 1. I'll have to pay a little bit more attention to that as we go on. Coming set at the waist, here is Moore. Already 2 outs on the board, bottom 7. Just a little bit low. The count moves 1-1. Thanks for tuning in here to the Reading Fightin' Phils on the road against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. I know a lot of things are going on today with the NFL draft and the Sixers, but we appreciate your listenership here as more misses back foot slider in for a ball. A big kick with his left leg, a sky-high pop-up in the infield. Who's it going to be? Madison Stokes takes a couple steps onto the mound and makes the catch. An easy 1-2-3 frame. For more on the Fightin's top of the 8th we go. Reading leads 3-1. We'll be back in just a moment.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear. Plus, throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh! Run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Call to the bullpen here for the Fisher Cats in the top of the 8th inning as Gabriel Ponce hands the ball over to Jake Elliott. Ponce, 3 innings of work, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts on 41 pitches. As Elliott comes up, he'll see Stokes, Conley, and Guzman in that order as Conley gets a foul ball to start off the inning. Reading 3, New Hampshire 1. It's been that way since the 2nd inning. Both teams have had opportunities to score, but pitchers, relievers have really done a good job of limiting that, even with runners in scoring position, as the count moves to 1-1. Elliott, the 4th pitcher for the Fisher Cats today, Texas native. Glove high above the head. Here's the 1-1 to Stokes, fouled off. 27 years old, originally drafted by the White Sox in 2016. Was picked up as a free agent by Toronto in 2022. A drop third strike that it's thrown down to first. And Madison Stokes is down for the count here in the 8th. Swing and a miss for Jack Conley to start off his bat. He had an RBI single back in the 2nd. A rogue bullpen ball gets onto the field, so they'll take a quick pause. Conley looks to lay down a bunt, checks his swing, he doesn't go around. 1-1 there. Elliott, a product of Oklahoma. Brothers with Jensen Elliott, who is actually in High A Aberdeen, who's playing our High A affiliate, as Conley takes this out to right. Back at the wall, Robertson, and a home run for Jack Conley. His first of the season as he rounds third, puts the Fightins up 1-0. 4-1. Jack Conley makes the sign of the cross as he crosses the plate. 4-1. The Reading Fightin Phils lead here. The first run that has been scored since the second inning. Here's Jonathan Guzman as he rips one down the third baseline foul. Another nice multi-hit game here for Conley. Reading up 4-1 now in the top of the eighth. There's a called strike to Guzman, 1-2 the count. Ground ball to short. De Los Santos over to first. There's two. And here's the lefty Hunter Marquardt. Marquardt steps into the lefty batter's box. Reading scored 3 in the second. An RBI from Jack Conley. And 2 runs scored on wild pitches. And now Jack Conley added a fourth here with a solo shot in the eighth as Marquardt takes a ball and a strike. The only run of the game coming for the Fisher Cats in the first, a ground ball from Horwitz, scored Tanner Morris. They only have 3 hits on the evening as Marquardt takes the ball below the knees. Grounder to first, backhanded by Horwitz. And there's out number 3, so that'll do it. But Jack Conley sends one over the right field fence to make it 4-1. And we'll see who comes in for the Fightin Phils to pitch the bottom of the eighth in just a moment.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Our Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Fightin Phils lead 4-1 over the New Hampshire Fisher Cats here in the bottom of the 8th. Jack Conley tacked on a run in the top half with a solo shot the opposite direction. And McKinley Moore will hand over the ball here to Tyler Carr for the bottom of the 8th inning. Moore 2 innings of work, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts on the board in 34 pitches. That is career high strikeout count for Moore as well. With 5 on the board, the first pitch Carr sends into no man's land. Tanner Morris connects. And it's just a fly ball out to left. Good run in by Jack Conley out there. Kind of a shallow fly ball. And there's one away on 1 pitch for Rafael Lantigua. Combined Reading pitchers have struck out 13 in a game so far. That was on opening night against Somerset. That's in a 9-inning contest. They struck out 21 against Harrisburg in 12 innings. So 13 the number to beat right now. 12 strikeouts on the board. As Tyler Carr gets a first pitch strike and then a ball here to Lantigua on the right side. Carr came to us out of the Florida Complex League a couple weeks back. As the ball comes in the dirt. He's had 2 appearances so far. His last 1 inning of work, just a walk, nothing else. There's 1 out, nobody on here. Here's the 2-1, pop foul. The count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is just game 3 of the 6-game set. Tomorrow and Saturday will be 6:35 start time. Sunday, a 1:30 game here in New Hampshire. Ground ball, 2 hops to Riho, over to Akami, and there's out number 2. Here's Orelvis Martinez, who's had a tough day at the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Carr faces the plate as he comes set. Then he takes a big step back and then comes towards the mound with a big left leg kick for ball number 1 here. So he has his back part of his feet on the rubber, shoulder width apart. Then he steps back with his left leg and then kicks it forward. Ball goes into the outfield as Ohapi throws it back. Tough throw. 2 balls and no strikes. Guzman chases it down. They'll get rid of that one and get a fresh one. Carr blowing on his right hand. It is mighty cold out there. My computer reading 44, and that's not what it feels like from the wind chill. There's a strike to Martinez. 2 outs already, bottom of the 8th. Of course, the Fisher Cats, the home team, at this rate will get to bat in the bottom of the 9th. Foul ball back. Actually took Martinez to his knees. Must have hit his shin and struggling to put pressure on it. Feels like 40 degrees here. 13-mile-an-hour winds. And now the trainer and the manager will come out here to see Orelvis. Looks like he is putting a little bit of pressure on it now. 2 outs on the board here. Reading leads 4 runs on 7 hits to New Hampshire's 1 run on 3 hits. Ohapi's going to go out and have a little word with Tyler Carr here in the meantime. Trying to walk it off is Martinez here. And looks like he's okay to stay in the game as the trainer heads back into the dugout. Two balls, two strikes, the count, 2 outs. Carr kicks and fires. The bat goes flying. Ground ball to third. Stokes picks it up and on to first, and that will do it. Carr faces the minimum as we head into the ninth. Redding will be up to bat in just a moment here. Don't go anywhere. The Fightin's up 4-1.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Wide & Hammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
It looked like he was saying the left fielder and the third baseman switch. Into the top of the ninth we go as Jake Elliott stays on the mound. A couple of defensive switches we're still figuring out here, but the pitcher remains the same, so we'll work with that as Vito Fresia steps into the righty batter's box. Before his at-bat, we saw Hunter Markwart come out and give him a little bit heads up here as Jake Elliott has only faced a couple batters so far. Fresia takes a pitch on the outside corner, 1-1. Fresia does not get out of the batter's box much. Looks to keep it rolling as he shoots this one out to right field. Robertson going back. A no-doubter for Vito Fresia. Back-to-back games with a home run. And he makes it 5-1 Reading. Three homers on the season now for Fresia as the Fightin' Phils take a solid lead here. Nobody out top of the ninth for Aldrum Corridor. And it's really nice to see the Fightins finally connect. Some defensive switches as Baroa is now in left field. This is a moonshot of a pop-up. Corridor is going to run it out to first. The catcher can't make the play, so it just ends up going in as a high foul ball. So Baroa is now in left, and Espino is at third. Martinez out of the game here. That was the batter in the last inning who had trouble putting pressure on his foot, so he'll come out for the rest of the game. Corridor fouls it back. And there is a swinging strike 3, so out number 1 as Corridor heads back into the bullpen. And there's one away here for Josh Akami. A 2-home-run game for the Fightin' Phils, one from Freesia in this inning, one from Conley in the last. Inside, ball 1. Akami, 2 strikeouts, 2 balls caught in the outfield. Just looking for something to drop in here. Sharply hit grounder up the first baseline, foul. Reading and New Hampshire split the doubleheader yesterday, so each have 1 win in this series as Akami takes a swinging strike. He connects, ground ball to second as he slams his bat, frustrated with the at-bat. He'll go 4-3 in the books, and that's out number 2. And here is Logan Ohapi. Ohapi, 2 for 4 today. Here's Ohapi with 2 outs on the board. He chases a pitch in the dirt, and there is strike 3, so that will end the inning. 2 strikeouts for Elliott, but he does allow a run to score on Vito Freesia's homer. So Reading a commanding 5-1 lead as we go into the bottom half. There will be a pitching change for the Fightins, and we'll let you know who that is in just a moment.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit rphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
A call to the bullpen here for the bottom of the 9th inning. Reading leads 5-1. Vito Freesia tacked on another one with his solo shot. No longer a save situation, but the Fightins will call upon Billy Sullivan here to close out the game. Tyler Carr, just 1 inning of work under his belt. A quick 1-2-3 frame. Ended up doing it on just 12 pitches, so pretty successful relief outing for Carr. And Sullivan will see the heart of the order with Horwitz, Cook, and De Los Santos here in the bottom of the ninth, trying to give Reading a 2-1 series victory. Reading's got to get some defense out there right now. They have the outfield as Ohapi throws down to second. What they don't have is a first baseman. Stokes runs out to third. Akami is not able to get out to first yet. Looks like there's something wrong with his glove. Needs to get a replacement first base glove. And they're going to give him somebody else's glove, so now he'll head down to first. We're ready to rock and roll here. Infield's going to set up back deep, just adjusting to the glove. As Sullivan, the righty, kicks and fires inside the first pitch. Sullivan's pretty solid, only one appearance where he's allowed a run so far this season out of the 4 he's been in, and that was his last outing. But we'll see if he can bounce back as he gets a called strike. A ball and a strike here. Bottom of the ninth, the last inning for the Fisher Cats. They'll have 3 outs to try to catch up at least 4 runs. So Sullivan will have some wiggle room. 2-1 the count as he misses down and away. A check swing by Horwitz, and there is strike 2. Tomorrow's game, as I mentioned before, another 6:35 start here at Delta Dental Stadium for Reading as a ground ball goes over to Madison Stokes. He gobbles it up onto first, and there is 1. Tomorrow for the Fightins, Adam Leverett will be out on the mound versus the righty Max Castillo, who was the Eastern League Pitcher of the Week last week. So it'll be a nice competitive game for the Fightins. Here is Zach Cook. Been on base once tonight with a walk. Checking in on the Sixers game here, they're up 104-81 with 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Still anyone's game, to be honest with you, as they outscored the Raptors by 20 points in the third. Ball and a strike here to Cook as the righty Sullivan sets up on the first base side of the rubber. So now he holds the ball in his right hand and then sets up. He comes a little bit too inside, as opposed to Moore, who keeps the ball in his glove. So interesting discrepancies between the relievers, and obviously everyone does what's best for them. And there's a called strike for Sullivan on the outside corner. Cook batting .225. Just 9 hits on the early season. And there is ball 4, down and away. So a base runner down to first with 1 out. Here is Luis De Los Santos. Billy actually very kindly was voluntold to participate in a reading tree day. Another ground ball to Stokes. This could be 2, 5, 4, 3, and that'll do it as Sullivan gets a double play to end the inning. Reading picks up a big win of Game 3 of the series, 5-1. That is more wins than they've had in their past series, so a huge victory for Reading early in this series as they're up 2-1. And a dominating game, honestly, for both hitting and pitching. Really impressive to be able to get both sides of the coin there. And so a big congratulations to the guys as they pick up a big 5-1 win over the Fisher Cats on a cold and windy Thursday night at the ballpark. So we'll wrap things up. We'll see you tomorrow, 6:35 start. Be sure to look out for the post-game recap in just a moment. And look forward to seeing you all tomorrow on behalf of myself, Emily Messina, and our production crew.